Hallo, ik ben Jill Milop voor Radio 6 en vandaag interview ik niemand minder dan Raheem DeVaughn. Deze singer-songwriter is al 2 keer genomineerd voor een Grammy Award, heeft met vele grote artiesten samengewerkt, zoals Jill Scott, Ledisi, Anthony Hamilton en zelfs Bootsy Collins. Vanavond is hij ter promotie van zijn nieuwe album Love, War and Masterpiece in Paradiso Amsterdam voor een live concert.
My first album came out in 2005, the second album came out in 2008, and the third album in 2010. I have a total of 3 albums in the last 5 years. I kind of foresaw all this happening, you know what I mean? And early in my career, you know, I decided I had to have my tag. I had to have a way to describe my music, because if I didn't, people may label it something that I don't agree with. So it's really that, you know, the R&B, hippie, neo-soul, rock star, all that means is that Raheem DeVaugh's music is a fusion of many things. You know what I mean? R&B, soul, rock, pop. You can't really put me like in one genre, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I plan to put out a rock album at some point. I plan to do a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? Ray Charles is very inspirational in that. He never stopped challenging himself to do all different types of genre of music, and he didn't let anybody put him in a box, you know what I mean? And back then, it was even harder. So I figured now, with modern technology being what it is and whatnot, like, why should I let anybody put me in a box? The Love and War Masterpiece is half socially conscious and half love. So, you know, you have the love songs, the bedroom songs like Microphone and Bob, and, you know, Garden of Love. And then I have socially conscious love songs like Black and Blue, you know, which is in my fight against domestic violence, which is a big issue, you know, in the States and abroad. It's worldwide, you know what I mean. So that's my stand and my fight against that. You know, records like Bulletproof. You know, which I'm in full support of the soldiers, but I don't support I don't believe in war. I wish we lived in a world where there was no need for war. But the catch-22 is that, you know, in order to have peace, you have to have war. You know what I'm saying? Because power and money is a dangerous thing. You know what I mean? So you know, Bulletproof is like a song, you know, that really talks about that. It talks about, you know, I make references about HIV and AIDS, you know what I mean? In the States, I'm doing a 5-year partnership with the CDC, which is the Center of Disease Control, and the fight against HIV and AIDS and all STDs. So, you know, which is encouraging people to, you know, use condoms, abstain, get tested. Okay. You know what I mean? So these are all the type of things that I'm fusing my music. You know, I use my music as a platform to, you know, to have a good time, to make love-making songs, to make club songs, but also, you know, to talk about issues, conscious issues and world issues, you know?
Your father is a famous jazz musician. What was your first musical experience with him?
Oh man, let me say this, I had every opportunity to learn how to play all different types of instruments, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't take advantage of that, you know what I mean? So I think that's if I had any regret, it would be that. But he exposed me to a lot being young, moving around town with him to New York City and Jersey, and going to see him do gigs with his jazz quartet and all that type of thing, man. And now, even more so, I can talk to him about certain things. He can relate to certain things. I can tell him that I went to so-and-so spot. And he can say, yeah, I played there 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So that's cool, you know?
Many soul artists have contributed to the track Nobody Wins a War. And the title speaks for itself. But how was it to work with all these different artists?
Oh man, it's a pleasure. Like, you know, just to reach out to them and for them to, you know, be part of the record. I just got off a tour, 20 city tour with Anthony Hamilton. Okay. You know what I mean? So he was very instrumental. Definitely a person that I didn't want to put out that record without Anthony being part of it. I didn't want to put out that record without having some Bilal, some Oliver vocals on there, without some Jill Scott vocals on there. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the artists that really came through, came through for me. I reached out to a lot of people. There's a couple people that I wish I would have had on that are not on.
Okay,
but, I would have loved to have Prince on there playing guitar. I would have loved for Erykah Badu to be part of this record. Sade, Maxwell, D'Angelo. But Maxwell was touring at the time. A lot of different people, I wanted to be part of the record. We might remix it, who knows, But I'm just thankful for everyone that came, in between their busy schedules and sent me vocals, you know what I mean? And then I comped them all and got in there and made the magic happen, From what I'm hearing is, it's being received. It's a lot of love, and they're calling me the underground king around here, I'm getting comparisons to a lot of the greats, and that's very humbling, I'm anxious to perform the music and come back and perform the music again and to keep coming back,
Dr. Carnel West, a professor at Princeton University, has contributed to this album. He called your album revitalization, and he says that the game needs revitalization. Do you think that R&B and soul music needs that?
Oh, definitely. It's definitely in the need of a makeover. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think we've allowed them to put us in a box. You know what I'm saying? That we don't necessarily have to be. So, but it all depends. It really boils down to the artist though too. It's about what you want out of this and how bad you want to be successful and how big of a star you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You may say that, I don't care what's going on out here with the world. Like I just want to make money and make my love songs and take off my shirt and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's about what you, it's about your choice and what you consider being successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say it all the time, like, we're writing our history. Europe is they're about music and just real and musicianship, and it's like, it's not cookie cutter over here. Like they get it. If it's real and it's pure and it has a message, like, I mean, that's, it's what it's all about. And you gotta, it's a big world. You know what I mean? So at this point, I want to see the world. I just want to go wherever my music takes me, and when people connect with it, and I think it's going to be received great, I'm looking forward to coming back. This is the beginning of the buzz, with the buzz. If people come tonight, they see a great performance, they're going to go out and talk about it. They're going to go out and blog about it. You know what I mean? So that's what's up.
Okay. So what would you like to give your fans in Holland right now?
My fans in Holland, I would love to give you a lot of love. If I could, I would give you the biggest spliff I could find, the highest grain of the earth. But I give you all the love that you give me back tenfold. Thank you, for supporting me over the years. Here we are 3 albums later, 5 years later, and I have a lot more music, God willing, to give you. You know what I mean? I'm working on a new album. I'm constantly working. The new album will be called A Place Called Loveland. And it'll be very consistent with what I've been doing, thus far. First time I ever had a double encore. It was like 2 encores. So it was like the first time I ever had that, out here. Period. I done a show and it was like, they wanted me to come back out twice, you know what I'm saying? It was good tonight, man. Good vibes. Thank y'all for all y'all love, support, and I'll see y'all again real soon, hopefully.